It's amazing to be back in the garden this year, but there's some tiny creatures that might be crawling around your garden that you need to be aware of, and it's ticks. The tick population has grown significantly in Ontario, and you need to educate yourself to stay safe. Why exactly do you have to be concerned about ticks? Well, the concern is that ticks will feed off the blood of both humans and animals. They're commonly found in shady areas, so things like tall grasses, plants, shrubs. In my back garden back there where my garlic is growing, that is like the perfect location. It's surrounded in leaves because the leaves help to keep the moisture in, but that is a perfect place for ticks to survive. The concern with ticks is that ticks can transmit something called Lyme's disease, and if someone becomes infected with Lyme's disease, this can cause serious health implications. What's really scary about a tick is that somebody can be bitten by a tick and not even be aware of it. Tick-borne illness can infect people many different ways. Some people present with flu-like symptoms, joint pain, fatigue, and sometimes other really serious complications. Make sure if you do present with any of those symptoms at all, please consult with your physician. I found a tick on my leg this spring after I'd been doing some gardening, and that was the first time that I had ever found a tick. Tick was on my lower leg, and what it had done is it had started to embed itself into my leg. Thankfully, it wasn't engorged. It probably would have happened about the morning that I was doing gardening, so it was really great that I had had a shower that night and found the tick, but it's really important that you check yourself for ticks. Now when I go into my garden, I wear tall rubber boots. Let me show you. Alternative to that is some people will put duct tape around the bottom of their pants. The purpose of either wearing tall boots or to put the duct tape around the bottom of your pants is to limit the skin exposure, because that's really what the ticks are looking for. They're looking for a place on your body that it can latch itself to. Another preventative measure that you could try is an insect repellent that has DEET in it. So what you would do is you would spray your exposed skin, any sort of clothing that you have on, before you went into your garden. I would love for you to comment in the comment section. Let me know what you've tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked. This is really meant to help people, and I want to share as much information as we can so that we can help each other. Another really important thing to do is have a look around your property. See how with regular property maintenance you can reduce the tick population. Keep your grass mowed, keep shrubs trimmed, and remove any big piles of leaves. Just with that proper maintenance will help to reduce the tick population. I know this can really seem like a big pain, but it's so important that every time you go in the house after you've been outside, whether you've had a walk in the woods, you've been in your garden, whatever you're doing outside, it's really important to check yourself for ticks and your children for ticks. Ticks prefer warm, moist areas, so make sure you're checking places like your armpits, behind your knees, in your groin, even in your belly button. Mine was on my lower calf, so it wasn't behind my knee, but it's really important to check all of those areas because those tend to be the places that ticks are found. Another great habit to get into is once you've been in your garden, when you come inside, have a shower, change your clothes, and that again will prevent the tick from attaching themselves to you. It's really important to stay up to date on the tick-borne illnesses that are in your specific area. I'll put a link in the description and the comment section to the Government of Ontario website just with some additional information. This information was so helpful for me when I found the tick on my leg, and it really showed me exactly what I was looking for and what I needed to do. Now that we've got some of those safety concerns looked after, let's get back to gardening. Make sure you check out the video on your screen right now to see how I grow butternut squash vertically. If butternut squash isn't your thing, YouTube thinks that you might like this video instead. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.